Hi, Amanda Markham here, and welcome to another episode of the Markham Sold Show. Today, not really a very exciting topic, but definitely one that you should listen to. So we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts and what to do when you're filling out a seller's disclosure of property condition report. So the Seller's Disclosure of Property Condition Report is a 4-page document made by the Kentucky Real Estate Commission, and it's required for all residential real property when it's being sold, whether there's realtors or agents involved or not. It's required unless three things: unless it's a court supervised foreclosure sale, property selling at auction, or if it is a new construction home that is a warranty is being offered by the builder. So otherwise, like I said, even if you're selling your house for by yourself or no agents or whatever, you have to have a seller's disclosure. Another myth that a lot of people I'll see is they'll have everything marked unknown because they didn't live in the property. However, it says very clearly on page 1 in the top big paragraph that regardless of if you've lived in the property, if you own it, you have to fill this out, and all owners have to sign this document as well. There's several places on it that's important: the date of purchase, the date of this form. Those dates need to be filled in. Every question needs to have an answer. There's an NA and there's an unknown. If you truly don't know, you mark unknown on that specific question. But I see a lot of times people will flip a house or whatever, and they won't fill it out. Well, if you did anything to the property, which I'm sure you did, to put it back on the market, whether it's painting or fixing the mailbox or replacing the roof, you have to disclose that. This form is always required. And the more detail, this is what I say when I'm listing a house with someone, is the more detail you can put in here, the better. You cannot over disclose. You can definitely fail to disclose, and that's going to be a problem even after the closing. So if you have any if you have any idea that you're going to sell your house at any point, start collecting all of your your manuals and receipts. And a lot of times, you might have a junk drawer with all that stuff. Well, we'll go through all of that. I sit down with my sellers and I like to fill this document out together, all of us, going through everything, discussing. Besides, it helps me remember more things about your home, but it's important that we discuss what is really important that goes in here and what is maybe cosmetic, but I still like to list everything anyways. And this is really your chance to sell your home. I can put that it's got 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, but you can put what it's like to actually live and what it feels like to live in your home. So hopefully this is helpful. If you have any other questions, let me know. See you next week.